They laughed. They whispered. They told me I wasn't enough. I still remember the sound of their voices, sharp, cold, certain. The way they looked at me like I was nothing more than a failed attempt, like my dreams were too heavy for a person like me to carry. And for a while, I believed them. The silence of being doubted. It kills you slowly. You start to question your own reflection. You start to wonder if maybe they were right. But one night, something inside me broke. Not in weakness. In awakening, I realized I didn't need their approval. I didn't need their hands to lift me. I only needed the fire burning beneath my ribs, the one they tried to extinguish when they laughed. Asterisk pain became my fuel. Every insult a spark. Every rejection a reminder that I was still alive. They said I'd never make it. So I decided to become everything they said I couldn't. While they slept, I worked. While they mocked, I planned. While they forgot my name, I carved it into stone. No applause. No validation. Just silence. And the sound of my own heartbeat pushing me forward. Because success isn't loud. It's quiet. It's lonely. It's built in the hours no one sees, in the sacrifices no one will ever thank you for. Asterisk, there were days I felt nothing. Nights when the mirror showed me a stranger. But I kept going, not for them, but for the version of me that refused to die. Every failure shaped me. Every betrayal refined me. Every scar became a map, leading me to the person I was meant to become. And one day the pain stopped hurting. It started teaching. I learned that people don't hate you because you're weak. They hate you because you remind them of what they could have been. Because your persistence exposes their comfort. Because your growth threatens their stillness. Asterisk, so I stopped seeking approval. I stopped explaining my silence. And I started building, quietly, relentlessly, dangerously. They said I changed. They were right. I burned the version of me that begged for understanding. I buried the one that needed validation. And from the ashes, I built something they could never ignore. They called me obsessed. They called me insane. And maybe I am. Because sanity never built empires. Sanity never defied gravity. Sanity never proved anyone wrong. Asterisk, the truth is, I don't hate them anymore. They were never my enemies. They were my architects, the unintentional creators of my hunger. Their disbelief forged my purpose. Their doubt gave me direction, and their silence became my symphony. I realized proving them wrong was never about revenge. It was about evolution. It was about becoming so undeniable that their opinions turned irrelevant. So I stopped chasing their recognition and became the kind of person who doesn't need it. Asterisk, now I walk differently. Not because I've arrived, but because I know where I'm going. Every scar, every tear, every sleepless night they built the throne I now stand on. I used to crave their applause. Now I crave my own peace. I used to fear failure. Now I feed on it, because once you've been broken, nothing else can break you. Once you've been doubted by everyone, their disbelief becomes background noise. Asterisk, so to anyone listening, remember this, they will doubt you. They will laugh. They will question your worth until your success becomes the only answer. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them watch, because when the dust settles, when their voices fade and your silence turns to thunder, they'll realize something terrifying. You didn't just prove them wrong. You became the proof. One day, They'll tell stories about you, how you rose when no one believed, how you built yourself from the ashes, how you turned rejection into resurrection. And when they ask how you did it, just smile, because they'll never understand the nights you spent fighting your own mind. They'll never feel the weight of your pain, the hunger in your silence, the war behind your calm. They'll only see the result, the strength, the success, the fire, asterisk, asterisk, so rise. Not for them, not for their validation, but because you were never meant to stay small. Be the proof that impossible was just another word for untested. Be the voice that says, I did it anyway. Let them hate. Let them doubt. Let them fall silent. Because you're not here to be liked. You're here to prove everyone wrong, asterisk.